RLCS 2022-23 season has begun, and this weekend is the EU Fall Open, which is the first regional for EU this season. And these are the top 8 teams that qualified from top 16 quals, and these are the top 8 that qualified from closed quals. Alright, let's get started. First is Auction versus Algier. Now, Auction has Oli, Archie, and Jorius, and they were the first out of top 16 quals, and they looked crazy, so they're probably the favorites going into this event. So I'm going to have to give them an easy 3-0 against Algieri. Next is EG versus Sonics. Now, EG also looked really good in the top 16 quals, and they came in second, actually, right behind, not dropping a single series. So they also looked good, so I'm going to have to give them a 3-0 against Sonics. Sonics might be able to take a game, but I don't think they really have a chance with how EG looked. And Moist versus Gold Bridge Ball. Now, Moist with Astral, they did not do the best, but they still made it from top 16 quals, getting third. And they also could step it up and probably be one of the favorites to win this, like one of the more favorites, I should say. So I think they take this 3-1, but I'm not sure how good their chemistry is right now or if it will get better. And then G1 versus Top Blokes. G1 is the former ARG roster, and they looked good. They looked pretty good in top 16 qual, and I think that they take this against Top Blokes pretty easily, 3-1. Okay, Team BDS versus Guild. Now this Team BDS didn't do the best, but in top 16 qual, but I think that was kind of just like a rough event for them, and that they'll be able to bounce back here and take this against Guild, 3-1. K-Corp versus Solary, same thing here. I think K-Corp should be a really good team in EU this year, top 5 for sure. And I think that they take this 3-2. I'll give 2 to Solary, just because this Solary team of Shawset, Fairy Peak, and K-Dop that everybody's making fun of for being just like a retirement home, but they actually made it to the main event, so that is something. And then Team Liquid versus Williams Resolve. I think Team Liquid take this easily, 3-0. Actually, 3-1. I'll give it 3-1 Williams Resolve because they looked really good. Okay, Monkeys versus Endpoint. Now, this is going to be the upset where the lower seed team, I think, takes down the technically higher seed team. I'll give it 3-2 to Endpoint. I think that they can take down Monkeys. Alright, now we move down to round 2 low. Monkeys versus Algieri. Monkeys take this, I think. Algieri might not just win a series this whole event, I don't think, as they were the last place team to come out of closed quals, so I'll give this 3-1 Monkeys. Solary versus Sonics. This is interesting. I am going to go with K-Dop, Fairy Peak, and Shawset here. I want to see how far they can go. I'll make it close, 3-2. Okay, next is Williams Resolve versus Goldbridge Ball. I think Williams Resolve takes this. I think they take it easily, 3-1. Williams Resolve looked pretty good. Guild Esports versus Top Blokes. I'm going to give this one to Top Blokes, actually. Really close, 3-2. Alright, moving on to round 2 high. Auction. I'm going to go with them winning this easily if they keep their pace from last event, from top 16 quals. Next, EG versus Carmine. Again, EG did come out a higher seed, but I'm going to give this to Carmine, close, 3-2. Carmine now with Vatira, of course. I think they can look really good this season. Same with Moist now with Astro. I think they can be top 3, top 4, top 5 range. I'm not sure how good their chemistry will be, but they have the potential to be that good. Versus Team Liquid, I think they take this 3-1. G1 versus BDS. I think it's going to be a really, really good series. It could go either way, honestly, but I'm going to have to give it to the world champs, former world champs. Alright, round 2 low, Algeria versus Guild. Sorry, Algeria, you are out of here. Not winning a single series. I'll give you a game, though, against Guild. Golden Ridge Ball versus Sonics. Now this one is interesting because Golden Bridge Ball of Relating Wave, Ixo, and Cash against Sonics of Tho, Mike Boy, and Mets and Naris. So I think this is going to be a really close, but I'm going to give it to Golden Bridge Ball just because they were a higher seed than Sonics. But I'll make it close 3-2. Alright, round 3 mid. EG top books. EG take this easily. 3-0. G1 Solar. Solar did not really have a chance here. I'll give them a game though. I know I said I'm going to go with them, but I don't know how far they can actually go. Team Liquid Monkeys. Team Liquid, I think, take this 3-1. Endpoint, Williams Resolve. Here, I'm going to go with... I'm going to say Williams Resolve upset here. And then round 3 high, Auction Carmine. This is where the matches get insane. Every matchup here. These matchups, both these are just crazy. Auction Carmine. I have to give it to Auction here, but I'll make it close 3-2. I think both of these matches here are going to be 3-2. Here, I think this is a coin flip right now. Based on how BDS did, like, at the start, and compared to their last season performance and world performance, if they reach back that potential, then they can win this. But I'm not sure. I guess I could give it to BDS for now, but maybe in the future, Moist could be a lot better. Next, round 4 low. Monkeys versus Golden Bridge Ball. I think that this is going to be easy for the Monkeys. I think it'll be 3-1. Solary Guild. I'll give it to Solary. 3-2. Endpoint, top blokes. I'll give it to Endpoint 3-1. Alright. Round 4 high. Moist, Williams. I'm going to give it to Moist, I think. Easy, 3-1. Carmine versus Liquid. I'm actually going to give this to Carmine, but really close 3-2. I think Liquid can put up a really good fight. EG versus U1, I think this is another really good series. I would say that this is... I'll give it to G1 here. I really think they can be really good this season. I'll make it close 3-2. Alright, last round. Make it or break it. Like always. EG versus Solary. I have to give it to EG. Sorry, K-Dop, you're not making playoffs. 3-1. Team Liquid, Endpoint. You're not making playoffs, Endpoint. 3-2. Monkeys versus Williams. Alright. To decide the last team to go to playoffs. I'm going to give this to... I'm going to give it to Monkeys. 3-2. Alright, these are the results for that Swiss that I just predicted. Auction, first seed. Not that much surprise. BDS, second seed. I could see it if they get back to their old selves. Moist could easily place down here 6th range, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they can do it. Carmine, I think Carmine could also be up here interchangeably where Moist is. I'm not sure which team, if either of them are going to perform really well. But yeah, that's it. That's my Swiss. Alright, moving to playoffs. Okay, Auction versus Monkeys. monkeys do not stand a chance. Playoffs are best of 7. So, gotta remember that. That switch was best of 3. I mean, best of 5, sorry. Okay. Next, G1 Carmine. This is gonna be an insane game. I think it's a coin flip. It's gonna be 4-3. I'm gonna give it to Carmine this time. 4-3. Alright, BDS versus Liquid. I think BDS take this 4-2. I'll say 4-2. Team Liquid might be able to put up a fight. Moist versus EG, I think it's going to be really intense. I do think that it's going to be 4-3 here. And I do think that EG could win this. And I'm going to give it to them there. And Moist will probably be better next regional, I believe. But not this regional. They're going to be knocked out first round of the playoffs. But at least they made it there. Alright, Oxygen versus Carmine in the semis to see who gets the grand finals. I'm going to give it to Oxygen here, but in the future, I could really see Carmine being better than Oxygen by a decent margin. But for now, Oxygen look really good. BDS versus EG. I don't know if I want to give this to EG. No, I have to give it to BDS just for them being the reigning champs. I'll give it 4-2. EG had a good run. Oxygen versus BDS. Crazy grand final. A lot of people probably have this predicted. Or Moist Oxygen, Carmine Oxygen, but Oxygen probably is there for a lot of people. So I think that this regional, Oxygen will take it 4-3 in an intense grand final. But BDS might bounce back stronger next regional. But yeah, that's it. Those are my predictions for the EU Fall Open. Thanks for watching. Comment down below who you think's gonna win this regional, and like and subscribe for more. And I'll see ya.